The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon along with Shelley Cohen and the NBC Orchestra inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, Terry Garr, Tom Dreesen, and magician Lance Burton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Have you played Trivial Pursuit?
Yes.
All right, which edition are you on?
Oh, I don't know. I go to parties. I don't have a operating Trivial Pursuit game, so.
Yeah, I'll tell you where they get me. When they play Baby Boomers, and I get on RPMs, and they say, who was on the cover of the Rolling Stones album in you say, what? I don't know that kind of stuff.
No.
Do you? All right, there's a game out called A Question of Scruples. How many of you know about this? I'm not plugged in the game because I don't know who puts it out. I'm not plugging it, but it's rather interesting. And what it is, it's a game in which there are no right or wrong, yes or no answers. It's a game where you have to make value judgments on what they say certain moral questions, as they term them. For example, players are asked questions like, you're buying a house from an elderly woman. She asked much too little. Do you tell her? And you have to say...
You mean there's more than one answer for that?
Well, that's what I'm saying, you see. Your natural answer is be, well, I'm going to tell her, and then you've got to really... Yeah. There's no right or wrong answers. All right, here's another one. You give your girlfriend an expensive gift, and you break up a month later. Do you ask for it back? See, some people... Well, as I said, apparently in this game, there are no right or wrong answers, and the most moral person doesn't necessarily win. So we pulled out some cards.
Right.
You can answer these straight, or you can answer them any way you want to.
Okay.
These are just some sampling. The government is giving you a large tax refund by mistake. Do you inform them?
I think not.
Yes, I would inform them.
Would you?
From Costa Rica. No, I think if suppose a bank had got your account mixed up and put a couple of
I've had that happen, and I've done that.
You've got to tell them. You've got to tell that because you know they're going to find it out anyway.
Yes, sure.
You figure the government might not find this out.
That's right.
No, that's a moral judgment. How many people would not notify the government? Not many. You come across your mate's, your wife or husband's, personal address book. Do you glance through it?
No, I do not.
You?
I do not.
I mean, you see it, and
I'm serious.
it's there, you know.
I don't read other people's mail. I don't do that either. I'm serious. How about you?
I'll tell you what I'd do. I would look through it and cross out any name that said attorney at law after it. Other than that...
You'd be doing that for a long time.
You mean to tell me you've never gone to somebody's house and gone to the bathroom and peeked into the medicine chest? That's not a criminal act. You've never done that?
I don't think so, no.
I've done that,
Really?
and I don't know why.
What did you find?
I don't know why you do it. I guess you want to figure out, I wonder what kind of people they are, and you just... What's wrong with them? What are they taking?
Right.
So if I come to your house, remember, lock your bathroom cabinet. I can't help it. It's just one of those little fetishes I have. I do look in people's bathroom and say, oh, my God, the thing, she's taking pills for this. All right, here's another one. Preoccupied. You leave a large restaurant without paying your $3.50 bill for breakfast. You discover this 3 blocks later. You aren't pressed for time. Do you return and pay?
No, I pay the next time I'm in there.
Well, that's good. In other words, you wouldn't go back
No.
there particularly, but you'd say the next time.
Sure.
Would you remember that?
Oh, sure.
Sure.
An amount like that, $3.50?
Yeah. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, you should do that. What is it? Get that out of the coffee here? Oh, now they fell in my coffee. Thank you. Here's an interesting one here now. You were waiting at a red light at 4 a.m. You're waiting. There isn't a car in sight. Do you go through the red light? Now, you don't even have to answer that.
Yes. Yes.
I've seen you at 4 a.m. You will crawl through a red light. Now, we should not admit this, but I think I have done that.
I've done that, I have.
Not drive through the red light. You come to a stop, and it's red, and you look.
No one's about.
You look.
Yeah.
And you go. Shouldn't do that.
No.
But how many of you have done that? Your 12-year-old son asks you to buy him a copy of Playboy magazine. Do you?
I don't think so.
That's
a tough one.
Yeah. I think I would ask him first why he wanted to see it. And he says, I understand there are pictures of ladies that are undressed. I think I would. And say,
Whatever it is.
yeah, satisfy the curiosity, if that's the only thing. I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll probably get some mail for that saying, yeah, perfect. Kids can see it on the newsstand anyway. I'd rather they come to me and be honest and say, hey, I'm interested in seeing what somebody looks
Just
like.
say, take my copy.
And say, that's right. Okay, after your guests leave, you discover $1 and change on the sofa where one was sitting. You make a point of returning it. I mean, $1.
So trivial.
That's right.
Sure.
We go through this every night after the show.
I got $4 here the other night.
We're about, it's the way we pay the band. We just pay. Now, here's one. What it's doing in this game, I don't know at all. Let me read this one to you. You want to have an affair. Do you discuss it with your spouse first?
Oh, no way. Not at gunpoint. No.
You think I'm making that up?
Right.
Oh, sure.
No,
You're a brick. Hey, honey.
Guess what I got planned for Thursday?
You know, I want to make the mattress squeak with Mrs. Penkowski. Sure. Oh, you do that. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh. No, I don't think that is too smart a judgment. The country has been attacked by an aggressive foreign power. Do you volunteer to fight?
Yes.
I think most people probably would, right? I mean, in our age, I don't know if they'd accept us now.
No.
Well, I don't know that I'd volunteer to. I'd volunteer to make some nasty remarks about their uniforms. you know, but not actually go.
Cause trouble.
That's right. A friend has a scheme that he thinks will make a fortune. You think he'll lose his shirt. Do you tell him?
Yes.
Really?
Sure.
Why?
Well, if he's a friend, you have to help him.
Yeah, but he thinks he's going to make a fortune. You think he'll lose his shirt. Now, he might be right, you know?
Yeah.
Suppose he could have made it. Then
I see.
suppose he's right. In other words, he thinks it'll make a fortune. You think he's going to lose. So what do you do there?
That's tough.
Yeah, I made one decision like that once. I said, a guy by the name of Stan Xerox. I said, Stan, it'll never work. He had a little thing
He
in
wants
his
to be
kitchen.
your partner, didn't he?
He was making some copies of his wife's recipes. I said,
It'll never work.
Stan Xerox. I said, don't do it, Stan. A friend asks you to write a reference. This is one. You feel he's poorly qualified for the job. That's a friend, but you refuse. He asks you to write a reference.
That is tough. Wow.
You feel he's poorly qualified for the job. What do you do there? Now, there are no really right or wrong answers again. That's just a judgment.
That's similar to when you see somebody in a play and they were very bad. You have to go backstage afterwards. What do you know, the thing you say?
You've never been better.
Yeah.
No, and they go, oh, thank you. It really covers it.
Yeah.
All right. Your mate has been unfaithful. Do you leave him, dash, or slash her? Your mate has been unfaithful. Do you leave him, her? Well, if it's a him, her, I might...
Leave one half.
Yeah. Let's just take a poll here. How many of you, let's have the women. If you found out your husband was unfaithful, would you leave him? Applaud. Okay. How many would not leave him? That's kind of mixed. How about, no, the men might be interesting.
Yeah, let's try that.
Gentlemen, if you found your wife was unfaithful, would you leave her? Applaud. Sure, you see right away. How could she like anybody but me? Where's Sitch?
How many would not?
Yeah, how many would not leave her? Well, that's about iffy. I'm not even going to get into this. Don't even get into this one. Your name sounds, this is interesting. Your name sounds foreign, it's difficult to pronounce. Your clients and superiors are always stumbling over it. Do you change it? People are mispronouncing. If you had a name that people are always
I
mispronouncing.
think so. That would be all right, sure.
Yeah. Some people wouldn't because
Sure.
I guess pride. Most people don't know, but I was once Rhonda Fleming.
Very confusing. I knew you then.
Yeah. All right, a vagrant asks you for 25 cents. You suspect he'll spend it on alcohol. Do you give it to him anyway?
Yes.
Of course, I'm sorry. Of course, you're friends, I forgot. Yeah. Even though he's going to go out and get a beer.
Yeah.
Okay. At a cabaret, you notice a handsome young man dressed to the nines. I mean, really dressed up, except his vest is inside out and the label is showing. Do you tell him?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Unless his pants are inside out, too. You're a doctor. Patient tells you in confidence that her former doctor made sexual advances. Do you report it to the governing body? That's an interesting question. I think I would ask her if she wants a second opinion. No, I think you would have to. No, if she does this in confidence, now she's already given it to her in confidence. That gets into that moral ethics about priests and confession and so forth.
Yeah.
If somebody confesses to a murder, they must be very pulled as to what their duty is. So there's really no right or wrong. It depends on your own, I guess, moral judgment, how you look at these things. That's interesting. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Les Burton, Terry Garr, and Tom Gleason.